Today I'm going to show you very briefly how you can use the local models using opencode. So I have the opencode extension installed in Visual Studio and it's open here. So I have like an empty project here in the desktop called test with an empty package JSON. So I click on this icon here on the right and opencode opens. So I have configured opencode with these settings. So I basically point to my local model, which will run here, and it's an OpenAI compatible model. So I'm going to be running llama.cpp. So opencode will use this model well, it will make this provider available and then you can pick it, but I have it picked it here, you see, llama.cpp. I have it selected there, but this is how you make it available. So that's it. That's the provider block, and I just put like a normal name here that I can use as a reference, but the most important one is the endpoint, the base endpoint. So I'm going to basically run llama-server with this model GPT OSS 20 billion. I'm going to set the Jinja template option, which is needed for opencode to work on. And I'm going to say a context of 50,000. So now I have the local model here and I can basically start chatting with this model, and opencode will not only reply, but it will change files, edit files, execute commands automatically. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can use opencode to fully develop using prompts only. This can be used for modeling, for development, for testing, for finding issues, write stuff, organize data, for whatever you need. So I have selected the local llama model, but if you just configure it, you have to set it up. So you press Ctrl P and then you say switch model. And you can see that I have the local llama selected here because it was made available in the opencode JSON file. But I have it selected, you see it below. So I can just start chatting with it. Let me ask him something basic like add express.js and install it. So this will basically ask the local model. The local model will reply with information and tools, and then opencode will execute the tools. And those tools will be npm install, edit this file. Let's see what it does. Okay, now it stopped because I have it configured so that it prompts for permission when it modifies stuff. But he wants to run npm install express. So he asked me for permission, so I'm going to press enter. Now he wants to run npm install. I'm going to press enter. Okay, so it basically says, okay, Express was added to the package JSON and installed. As I can see, it added this block with the dependency Express and it installed it. Now, I'm going to say, this was nice. I'm going to create a new session now, new, and I have a new session. So it doesn't have the previous context. So I'm going to say, develop a basic Express JS REST API with two endpoints. Well, with one endpoint called users. This endpoint returns a list of users from a local SQLite 3 database. It can be used to create, update, list, or delete users. Make sure it has validation. Let's see what it does. It has sub agents, so this is like the build agent you see at the bottom right, build agent. This has access to tools and it uses sub agents to complete. So basically the main agent delegates into sub agents the tasks, and this is like a small team here working. And when it receives a tool call, it basically executes it. Now it's preparing to edit a file. As you can see, it's creating content here. If I open the source, I see that the server file has been created and it's preparing writes to it. Not only preparing, but executing the writes. If I open it, I see that it's basically building the API on its own. And this is purely offline using a local model. Okay, it seems like it finished. I see that it created the REST API. I'm going to ask him, are you done? Done. Okay, he says he's done. So I'm going to open a new terminal. I'm going to open a new terminal. I'm in this directory, so I'm going to execute, I'm going to try the API. Okay, I don't see that it created the commands to run it, so could you please add commands to run the API? Okay, he just added the start command, so I'm going to say npm run start. Okay, so it used a module, but it didn't install it. So I'm going to install it myself. Well, I can run the npm install myself, but I'm going to ask this error. Apparently, it could not find the express validator module. I want to see what he will do. Okay, install it with npm. So it added a node mon missing dependency that was used here, and it asked me to run the npm install. So I'm going to run it myself. Okay, done. So now I can run npm run start, and it ran the API that it just created. I'm going to try it with curl localhost, the port 3000, and apparently it added a /users path. So I'm going to say users. Okay, and it returned an empty list. As you can see, this is pretty powerful. So it basically used the local model to generate a full code base working, and you can use this to find bugs, you can use it to organize data or whatever you need, and it all runs with local models. You could also connect it to ChatGPT or Cloud if you want. You just go to let's go to new, Control P, switch model, and here you can set up whatever model you need. ChatGPT, Cloud, or those opencode Zen is also available. But the one I like more is basically the local models. Because of privacy, you don't have to share your code or your inputs with anyone, and you can just work fully offline. I hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think. Good luck.